You know those little things?
Oh, yeah.
Little,
Not the shoes.
Not the shoe. No, this is something you eat.
Oh, yeah, those are good too.
You don't eat the shoes. They're traditionally made with cornmeal, but you can do grain-free hush puppies. I know, which is weird because you think
It
about
seems
hush
like that's
puppy
like a
had
main
the
ingredient.
main ingredient, but cassava flour and sweet potatoes. Are you kidding me? It's a paleo hush puppy. Erica Schlick, author of The Wandering Palate, can give you the recipe.
Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a grain-free hush puppy recipe. Now, hush puppies are a delicious little fried treat that's typical in the South, and they're generally made with corn, and corn is not allowed on a paleo diet, and for me personally, I noticed that it causes a lot of inflammation, so I wanted to make a grain-free paleo version that I can enjoy. And so this one is going to be made with sweet potatoes, and we're going to be using cassava flour as well. So we're going to start with about 1 pound of mashed sweet potatoes, and I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I have 1 teaspoon of onion powder as well. And we've got a little bit of sea salt. This is about 1 teaspoon as well. And we have about 2 tablespoons of fresh chives. And we're just gonna go ahead and give this a quick mix. I like to use a fork with it just so that the seasoning can kind of go between the fork and, you know, get through the sweet potato. And we've got 1 pack of bacon, and I've already gone ahead and cooked this. And this is gonna give it a really nice crispy flavor. And we have some sauteed white mushrooms as well. So this is about 8 ounces, about half a pack of a traditional mushroom box. And again, we're just going to use our fork and combine this a little bit. And you'll notice that things are really kind of starting to stick to it, and the sweet potato is separating a little bit, but we're going to bring it all together with our egg. So we've got 1 egg that's been beaten. And now we're going to be adding in our cassava flour. So I have half a cup of cassava flour, and you don't need to sift it. You can just kind of put it in as is. And you'll notice that the sweet potatoes are going to start to get really sticky, and this is going to really help to hold it together. And so at this point, I like to switch to a spatula that's going to help us mix this in a little bit better. And you can also use your hands to combine it if you find that that's a little bit easier. Sometimes I like to use a spatula in the beginning, and then at a certain point when you realize you need to mix it in a little bit more, you can start using your hands. Okay, and now that our hush puppies have been fully combined and mixed together, we're going to start forming these into little ball shapes. And it's a little sticky, but don't worry, you'll be able to form a ball just by swishing it in your hands. And we'll just go ahead and make it until we have all of our mix combined before we go ahead and start frying these. And you want them to be probably about an inch and a half diameter each. And that's going to be a perfect hush puppy because it'll be nice and moist on the inside and nice and crispy on the outside. And now that we have our hush puppies formed, we have about 10 balls that we were able to make from the 1 pound of sweet potato mix. And we're gonna go ahead and start frying these. And today we're gonna be using a stovetop fryer that I have prepared with some coconut oil. And coconut oil is a really great fat. It's very stable at high heat, and it's gonna be great for cooking these. Now, to cook our hush puppies, we have our deep fryer heated over medium heat with our coconut oil, and once it starts to simmer, you can go ahead and raise the basket and place the hush puppies into the basket and dip them into the fryer, and it'll take about 4 to 5 minutes for them to cook. And once you pull them out, you can use a slotted spoon to remove them from the basket, and go ahead and set them on a prepared dish that has a paper towel on it so that any of the excess oil can drain, and let them cool completely before serving them. Okay, our hush puppies are fully cooled and ready to enjoy. So these are ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite and make sure that these turned out good. So good. The crunchiness of the bacon with the sweetness of the sweet potato and just the crunchy outside is absolutely delicious. I'm going to love these. You're not even going to miss the hush puppies with the corn with this recipe. You can get this recipe on my blog, thetrailtohealth.com, and you can also get other delicious and healthy recipes in my cookbook, Wandering Palate, which is also available on my website and Amazon as well. I hope you enjoy the hush puppy recipe.
I want one.
Well, cassava is woody shrub.
I'm sorry. Oh, you looked it up.
I looked it up. It kind of is like the root of a plant or something. It's a woody shrub. That's what cassava is. But those look good too. I just want.
What is regular flour made from?
Corn.
we just
Corn?
bake with it. Coming up on the morning mix. Tide.